Meta just made performance analysis 10 times faster, and most advertisers don't even know yet. With a single click, you can now highlight your best and worst performing ads right inside Ads Manager using conditional formatting. No more exporting to reports, no more digging through cluttered dashboards. This is going to change how you look at performance forever. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm super thrilled to continue our series where we bring you everything you need to know about the latest Facebook ads, updates and news. Think of this as your go-to destination for staying ahead in the ever-changing world of Facebook advertising. So let's dive right in and get to this week's most important updates. Meta just made performance analysis 10 times faster with conditional formatting in Ads Manager, like I said at the start. Conditional formatting is now available inside Meta Ads Manager and it's a game changer. Previously, this was something you could only do inside Ads Reporting tool, which, let's be honest, most people barely touched. But now you can apply custom formatting rules directly in Ads Manager itself. Click the arrow besides any column like ROAS, cost per result, CTR, and you will find new conditional formatting options. You can set rules like highlight in red if ROAS is below 1, make it green if the cost per result is below 500, and yellow for CTRs in a specific range. And since it's all color coded, so now instead of scanning dozens of rows trying to find the patterns, your data visually tells you where to focus or what to focus on. It's one of those quality of life updates that genuinely makes optimization faster and easier in case you're using Facebook ads dashboard. But all the folks who are using Traco City, you know. Yeah, anyway. Now on to the next update that could seriously reshape how you measure success. Incremental attribution is rolling out and it could change how you measure conversions. Meta is rolling out a new setting called incremental attribution. This doesn't just show you how many conversions you get, it shows you how many extra conversions you got because of your ad. In other words, if someone would have converted anyway without seeing your ad, that doesn't count here. This helps you figure out the true impact your ads are having. Meta's attribution. Okay, sorry. Okay. I have to cover the news. I don't have to be biased that Meta's attribution sucks. Okay, cool. Calm down. This is built on the same idea as Meta's conversion lift test, where one group sees your ad, another doesn't, and Meta compares both to measure actual incremental lift. To check if you have got access, create a new sales campaign, go to the ad set level and expand show more options below your conversion event. If it is available, you will see the incremental attribution setting there. This feature could be huge for brands focused on profitable scaling, especially if you have always wondered if your ads are really moving the needle. I just can't stop laughing at this update. Attribution on Facebook and Google is a joke. Oh, now let's move on from measurement to creative delivery finally. Yeah, some serious news. So flexible media will now protect your images from getting cropped. And Meta is improving on how it handles images with a feature called flexible media. And this could save you from running broken or messy looking ads, if that makes sense. Trust me, everyone is frustrated of this. If an important part of your image is cropped, like product text or, the product itself is being cropped out in certain placements, Meta will now detect that automatically and simply won't run the ad on those placements. Well, that's not ideal. It should have, not let it crop in the first place itself, but still better. On top of that, if flexible media is turned on, Meta can adjust your creative slightly to fit more placements without ruining the design. Let's see how effective that is. I hope it is pretty effective because AI can do wonders. So yeah, fingers crossed. This is especially useful for e-commerce brands of catalog-heavy accounts where image quality matters across multiple placements, if that makes sense. Right now, this only works for images, not videos, but it's still a solid step forward, I feel, I've seen one thing happening a lot, and let me know in the comments if you have also felt that. Many times when the image is not suitably placed or is not according to the placement and it's getting cropped or something, we have seen a lot of conversions through that placement for some reason. I don't know, for some weird reason. Most of the time the client comes up and says that, it's getting cropped, and then we show them the result. That's the best thing happening to you because we are getting the maximum conversions from that placement, if that makes sense. Now let's talk about brand consistency. Meta's helping you automate that too. So basically, Meta's branding feature gets an AI powered boost. Basically, Meta's branding feature has quietly gotten smarter. I'll give the credit where the credit is due. Previously, you could upload a logo, choose brand colors and fonts, but now you can also set your text tone and visual style, and Meta will use that info when generating ad creatives for you. For example, if your tone is casual and witty and your visuals are clean and minimal, just input that and Meta's AI will reflect that style when creating an ad copy or image backgrounds for you. It's especially useful in Advantage Plus or catalog campaigns, and this is a big deal for marketers trying to keep branding tight across a high volume of dynamic creatives. That's a very big relief for them. And finally, tracking update again. Okay, that will make your analytics team hate you or love you depending upon how realistic or how much you know about tracking. But I love this particular feature. UTM parameters will now auto apply on all the meta ads if you forget putting them. So if you have ever published an ad and forgot to add UTM parameters, Meta now auto applies them to your landing page URL. This includes UTM source like FB, IG, MSG, blah blah blah, and then UTM medium, which will be paid, then UTM campaign, your campaign ID, UTM content, your ad ID, then UTM term will have your ad set ID. It's a lifesaver for marketers using Google Analytics, Looker, or third-party dashboards. Frankly speaking, it's according to me, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, the script says that it's a life changer, so that's why I'm saying that. Otherwise, it's just plain and simple bullshit. Okay, like if you are forgetting putting the UTMs and you're a performance marketer, don't call yourself a performance marketer. You should have a checklist and at least make sure that the basic hygiene is there. Fire yourself if you're a performance marketer and not putting UTMs. So if you're ready to level up your Facebook ads with the strategies used by top 1% of FB marketers, you are in the right place. And if you're ready to grow and be one of them, click the link in the description now. That's it for this week. New updates drop almost every few days, so stay tuned for this series where we break it all down for you without the fluff. Until next time, keep learning, keep optimizing, and happy advertising. This was pretty funny. This was pretty funny. I'll cover news every time and I'll be mocking Facebook most of the time in the news. I'll have to be very, very, very diplomatic. Facebook ad reps they still hate me anyway. So yeah.